and we'll get started. So, Ashley, obviously my team knows who you are, but for those of us who don't know, I just want you to kind of like tell your story. Just start it off with that, and then we'll just kind of get.
Okay, sounds good. I'm just gonna let you guys know that I like to keep Zooms pretty like short, like 30, 45 minutes, because I really think that like working is where it's at. Like that's what makes us money. So I love to train, but I love to work. But anyways, so hello everybody. My name is Ashley and I am an ambassador diamond. I've been with this company for 5.5 years now. Feels like yesterday that I started, like seriously so terrified. I was like most of you guys. I had no money, broke as a joke mom. I'm actually a teen mom. I had my son when I was 18. It's kind of like tricky because I was married, but it's all very like, what were you doing when you were 18, Ashley? I don't know. It was pretty crazy. So, anyways, so we were so broke. I had just had my second child, Braylon. She was 6 months old. It was so bad because like she was born sick. So Joey like had to take more time off of work and things were like really hectic. So we went through all of our money that we had saved up. We went through all of our time and I remember like not letting Trace flush the toilets because it was like, dude, we can't afford a water bill. Can you like stop flushing the toilet? And it was terrible. And that's something like, even though that was 5.5 years ago, he still does not flush the toilet like he's supposed to. And it's like, that's heartbreaking, right? We were just typical teen parents, like food stamps, Medicaid, anything that you can think of, like that was us. And we were very secretive about it. I saw that cat or whatever fly across your screen, by the way.
I literally just thought everything was about to fall. I'm so sorry. Okay, we're good.
I thought it was paper. Okay. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I was saying. I was talking about, I don't know.
Like how he still doesn't even flush the toilets like he's supposed to now, like 5 years later.
I'm so tired. So anyways, so I was just like everybody else. Like I had no idea what I was doing, but I actually signed up with Jade Hooper and it was the second person I talked to. And the first person I was like, I have like no interest in this because I remember saying, how much can you make? And she said, maybe a few $100s in the summer. And I was not interested in doing a business that I could maybe make some money at, okay? So then I came across Jade, and she was a Ruby at this point, okay? She was, like, brand new in her business, too. And she was talking about, like, paying credit cards and paying off on her car and stuff. And I messaged her, and I said, well, how much can you make? And she said, girl, I'm about to make $1,000 a month from home. And I'm like, what? And that right there, that's what made me decide, okay, you can do this. Did I have the money? No. Do most of us have the money? No. I used a credit card. It was like a maxed out credit card. I used that. I signed up and I knew, I was like, oh, my mother-in-law will try these wraps. And she did. I knew it. And I always talk about this to my potentials because like I knew what I was capable of. Like I am a hard worker and I will work hard to get what I need to get done. So I knew, oh my God, if I can just make $300 a month, we can break even on our bills. So I knew I can make at least 300 if this girl's making 1,000. So anyways, jumped in blind, no idea what I was doing. My first posts were terrible. They were that, here's the picture and just like the whole quotation was like hashtag it works or like all caps, it works. You guys know what I'm talking about. Okay. That was me. They were terrible. I had no idea, but I was so excited. I was so excited to be making money from home. My first check was $23 and I was freaking thrilled. $23. You guys, I find $1 in the dryer still. I'm like, yes, this is my money now. It's not Joey's. So anyways, I was so excited and I moved fast. I moved fast because of that excitement, because of how like excited I was and passionate I was about just like sharing what I had my hands on. So I promoted to diamond in 4 months. Did I say, is that right? I think so. Diamond in 4 months. Yeah, that's right. I went double in 7 months, triple in 9 months, presidential in 12 months, and ambassador in 16 months. Ignorance on fire. And this is the biggest thing is that I had no idea what I was doing. I was excited and I was excited to tell people to come along with me. And that's why it happened that way. And then the more that I learned, then it becomes knowledge on ice. So anybody on here thinking, oh my God, I have no idea what I'm doing, I can't do this. No, you're the exact person who can do this. You're the exact kind of person that can take this all the way. Okay. So don't ever count yourself out. I'm going to go right into this because a lot of the questions about this were about being like a yellow personality. Okay. And a lot of you guys on here are like, maybe thinking, I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay. So in a nutshell, this is very, very not specific, but like a very general overview of it. There's four that we always talk about: green, red, blue, and yellow. Okay. Green personalities are always detail and information oriented. They tend to ask a lot of questions like, how does it work? Why does it work? What ingredient does that? How much do you make? How do you make that money? Things like that. That's a green personality. Okay. Red. A red is generally a very like direct person. A lot of like type A personality kind of things. More to the point. They have a really strong backbone. They're great leaders. Reds make great leaders because they're not scared to say what they need to say and get stuff done. Blue people are very fun, energetic. They're like the life of the party. And they're great in this business because they're so excited. They're just like, oh my God, I'm so excited. Like think Courtney Lavie. Okay. That's like blue. Woo! Okay. I'm not blue. I'm not fun. Sorry. Yellows are very like loving and emotional beings. They really like to help, like just say nice words to people to make them feel good. They like to be helpful. They go out of the way. They're pretty like selfless in the most way. So which color are you guys? Okay. Type it in the chat. Tell us which color you are. Okay. There's no right or wrong. You can be a mixture. You can be like olive, whatever. Oh, it's just a mosquito. Scared the Jesus out of me. I am a tiny bit green. I know the compensation plan very well, except for the emerald bonus. It's the only freaking thing. I'm like, I don't know what this is. It's like $1,200. I don't know how I get it. That's the only one I don't understand. Okay. And I've even asked like the compensation people that I just don't understand. I'm a little green when it comes to money. I am red when I'm feeling feisty. So I can be red. I can bring it out. Sometimes like, like when somebody quits for something really stupid, like my dog died or something. I mean, that's not stupid. My dog just died this year, but like they like give like this really like random excuse. And then I'm like, girl, and then I go make that feisty post. I like that part of me. But I'm mostly yellow. Like I said, I'm not blue. I'm not very fun. I'm mostly yellow. So I love hard. I really, really, really love to help people. I love to work with people. I love to answer questions. I love to put all of their needs ahead of mine, which is not like, it's not the greatest thing, but it's not a bad thing when it comes to this business. Okay. Because we're always supposed to work our business, but I'd love to help other people work their business. Okay. I like to make them feel special, cheering them on, calling them out, sending a quick message, something as simple as like, hey girl, I see you. You're doing amazing. I see you in my back office. I see you enrolling. Hey, your leader, Cheyenne, told me that you were going Ruby this month. That's amazing. Just little things like that really like encourages people. That's like stuff that I actually like to do. Gentle direction. So I love this one because like when you look at like a red giving direction, usually it's like they would say something like, stop posting spammy stuff, okay? Which is very direct and to the point, okay? And then a yellow would say, oh my gosh, I love that you're posting. I love this energy. Let's try and keep it from being spammy by posting stuff like this. You go get it, girl. So that's how I always give direction. And I always do a compliment, recommendation, compliment. So like, I'm like, I go into it gently. I tell you what you do, and then I end it with another compliment because I don't like to hurt feelings. But I mean, sometimes my red comes out and I'm a little tiger. So there's no like right and wrong. I like to do shout outs, public affection, and leading by example. A compliment sandwich, Michaela. That's genius. I'm going to write that down right now so I can like remember this. Compliment Sandwich. Okay. That was so good. That's so cute. I like to lead by example, and I'm not sure if that's quite a yellow thing, but it's something that I'm very passionate about. Just like showing your team, hey, I show up. Hey, I'm here for you. Hey, this and that. It is okay to say, hey, I'm taking a break. Hey, I'm stepping back. But it's like leading by example is very important. Okay. Cheyenne, I think you said something about me messaging you. Yeah, I love to do that. I will always just say things like, hey, team, who can I message? What can I do? Or anybody comes to me and says, hey, can you message this person? Yes, I will message them. It might take me a few days because life is crazy, but I will message them. I will do it, okay?
I just like remember promoting, and I was like, oh my gosh, Shay actually messaged me, and like now I know that like she said like that was such her encouragement, and like it was so funny because I just remember like I'm so cool, like wow, it was so funny.
It's a very like it makes you feel so good just to, like be noticed. I'll never forget. So when Courtney Labby started, okay, like I saw her in back office. I was like, who is this girl? Like she's enrolling so much. And so I went and messaged her, and this was when she was like a week in, okay? And she always says to this day, like, not that I changed her business, but like just the fact that she was noticed and shouted out, like that was so much motivation for her. So things like that, like such a little thing that you can do can go so far. Some people like to send like thank you cards. I don't like to do that. Stamps cost 50 cents a piece. That's freaking insane. But I like to send virtual thank yous all the time. Okay. But this is what I really wanted to say, because there was like a few questions where people were saying like, how can I be successful if I'm a yellow? Or what can I change so I can be successful because I'm a yellow or whatever? And I wanted to say this because it's so important. You guys, your color personality does not hold you back. Do you do you be who you are, and you be good at it. Own it. Don't feel like I'm not assertive enough, so I can't be good. I'm not green enough. I don't understand how charting and compensation works, so I can't make money. No, you can do it, and it does not matter what your color personality is. What matters is what you are, who you are, and what you are willing to do, okay? Anyone can be successful. So own it. Be honest about what is really holding you back. This is like the biggest thing. Stop placing blame on something because it feels like an easy out. So saying something like, I'm a yellow, so I can't be successful. I can't enroll people or whatever. That is just, it feels like an excuse that makes sense. So that's why you're using it, and it's not. See, this is my red right here, okay? It's not an excuse. It's not a reason for not being successful. It's just an excuse. So be honest with yourself. Why am I not succeeding? What am I not doing right? Am I holding back in my posting? Am I not being honest and vulnerable? Am I not talking to enough people? Am I not being consistent? Can you just take 2 seconds, be honest with yourself, and then come up with a solution? Okay? So it doesn't matter. Like, whatever, if you're not doing the things that you're supposed to do, let's start doing it now. Don't live in the past. Live for what you need to be doing right now, okay? Decide to change it. Business is always 80% mental and 20% work. Always. Your success is mental, and this is the hardest roadblock for people to overcome, because they feel like they're doing all the things, but in the back of their brains, they're thinking, this isn't going to work. I can't do this. I'll never do this. I'll never be that. And that is why you are where you are. Pam Souter did an exercise with us, and I'm sure you guys have seen it by now or heard it or something, but she had like draw 2 pictures, and the one picture was like our ideal self with like the big eyelashes and big boobs, and we got this big butt and the nice purse and shoes and whatever it was, like our ideal self, and like write down words that describe us and whatever. And that's who we want to be. And then she had us draw another picture of like us being sad, and write down things that we feel hold us back. Like, I'm a one-hit wonder, or I can't enroll anybody, or I can't be a good mom and business leader, and I can't this and that. She had us write down the 2 things. And then she said, and if this is not the biggest slap in the face, like, I don't know what is, but she said that negative paper, that's who you are. That is who you are right now, and that is why you're not going where you want to go. So literally all of those negative thoughts, they are in our brains. Our subconscious mind is so strong. And those thoughts that we wrote down, that's literally why we are where we are, or why we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing, or whatever it is, because mentally we're expecting to fail. Okay. So take that expectation off of the table and get your head in the game, get your head right, and know that, wow, I'm amazing. I can do this. And whatever it is you need to do for that, if it's like writing down a mantra or doing like your podcast or reading or whatever it is, I talk about that a little bit more, but like your mindset matters. Okay. Color does not hold you back. You guys, I have to write notes. I like, if I try and speak, it doesn't work. Tips for someone not yellow. I'm just going to like read this. Again, be you and own it. Stop trying to be somebody you're not. Be you and just be, if you are like so proud of who you are and what you have to offer, people are just naturally going to be like attracted to you. Be you, own it. Don't be a butthole. Okay. So like, if you're a red personality, you're very abrupt and to the point and whatever, that's fine. But that does not mean that you should just be mean to people. That doesn't mean that you should say things. So someone's being lazy and they're like, why is this not working? That doesn't mean that you go to them and say, well, you're a lazy ass. That's why it's not working. No, you can say it in a compliment sandwich. Thank you. Michaela, was that you who told me that? Give them a compliment sandwich. So learn to just be assertive in a nice way, right? Was learning the difference between bitching and mentoring. Nobody wants to be bitched at. Why do you think marriages fail? Okay, nobody wants to be bitched at. Like, we want to have conversations. Have compassion and empathy. And this is big. So if you're a mom on here, you probably really understand this, but this is true for everything. Feelings are real. Feelings are valid. If somebody comes to you and says they're feeling scared about whatever or unsure of themselves, it doesn't matter what they say. Those feelings that they're saying are true feelings. They may be crazy. They may not, they may be very, very irrational, but they are very true to them. Listen to them. Listen to them and then come up with a plan to overcome it. Okay? I understand that you are feeling so exhausted by this business. Let's find a way to work it around your life so it fits into your schedule more. Like, so easy, you guys. That's also not being bitchy, right? You're just like understanding them and then overcoming the objection. Okay? It's just like talking to potentials. Then I drew an arrow because also tips for someone not yellow to be successful. Love hard, enjoy what you're doing, enjoy talking to people and creating relationships, shouting them out, making them feel special. I literally wrote down public affection, PDA. And by that, I just mean like, go to their page and say, hey girl, you're amazing. Like, literally you can say so little to make someone feel so great. Okay. Lead by example. That was all I wrote down for like color personalities. If you have more questions, just put it in the chat. I have a whole nother page of stuff to talk about, but that was all I wrote down for color personalities. Somebody asked about mom life routine. I'm laughing at that because there's no routine. No, my kids, like, they are on a schedule and my schedule literally just revolves around their schedule. Okay. So, I wake up about 45 minutes before the kids. I'm pretty exhausted, but I wake up and I usually start answering messages and I put some stuff in my story, and sometimes I just sit there and be without a human being on top of me. And that's my favorite thing. It's just like, just sitting. And that's okay. Because if you're a mom, like, you need to make those moments for yourself as well. So it's absolutely fine. So I wake up before them and then I take them to school because I have 2 in school now, you guys. It's amazing. So I take them to school and then I come home and it's just me and Ava. So it's literally just like working and playing and working and playing. And sometimes I get like halfway through a post before I can finish it and whatever. If you're a stay-at-home mom, like, your life cannot be scheduled to a perfect extent. You have to leave room for things to come up. If you are a working mom, you probably have an easier time fitting it in because you have your kid in childcare of some sort and you can work before they wake up, before you drop them off, or after you drop them off, during lunch break, during pee breaks, before you come home, after dinner, before bed, whatever. Like, you just have to fit it around your life. At the end of the day, though, you guys, at the end of the day, you will make time for what is a priority. You will make time for it. So stop saying, I don't have time because I have kids, or I don't have time because of school or class or whatever, because you make time to watch The Bachelor. By the way, I don't watch that show, or The Bachelorette. I don't watch it. But you make time for what matters to you. So if this is important to you, make time for it. Don't let your why become your excuse. Absolutely. So just fit it in. Okay. Oh, and I also do stay up. So my kids go to bed around 8, and I usually stay up till like 11 in bed. As soon as my kids get in bed, my butt is in bed. Okay. Like, I'm tired, but I stay up working. I have like TV on in the background, and I'm just following, messaging, writing up posts, maybe creating a story, interacting, whatever it may be. You know how it is. Just kind of go through the motions. What are you reading / listening to? I can't listen to things because it's literally in one ear, out the other. My brain is too busy. I have to read. Now, if you are someone who can't listen to things or read things because like you're not paying attention, which is like a real thing. I actually saw this on the team page today. Listen to something while you read it. Kind of like in class, your teacher read you a book while you were reading along. It really it's like a double whammy, and there's not even like room for you to think about other things. So that's a good option. So I read. Self-development is crucial. And this is something that I took for granted for so long, and now I'm paying the price for it. It's like playing catch up. Nobody likes to play catch up. Okay. So take the time to take care of your brain, because success is 80% mental. Take care of yourself mentally. You have to, okay? Millionaires, this is something Trace told me. I don't know the truth of it, but I'm pretty sure it sounds real. Millionaires read 1 book a week. Okay, that sounds pretty legit to me. So read, work on yourself, and don't think like, oh, I've read this same kind of book 5 times. I can't read it again. Repetition is good. You guys, we're in marketing. You literally do the same thing every single day. Share the same story in a different way every single day. Share the same products in a different way every single day, right? So repetition is key, and it is not bad. Even if you were reading the same book that really hits you so good over and over again, it's just like the constant reminder of like, hey, think positive. Hey, look at it this way. Hey, do this, do that. It doesn't matter. Like, that repetition is key. So do it every single day, a little bit every single day, okay? Concrete it in your brain. That doesn't make sense, but I wrote it. So the book I'm reading right now, it's a bad word. It's called Unfuck Yourself, okay? It's got an asterisk in there, so it doesn't really say it, but that's what it is. And it's just, I think the title under the title, I don't know what that's called, the subtitle, I guess maybe, is How to Get Out of Your Head and Into Your Life. So it's basically like, stop stopping yourself, okay? Because success is 80% mental, right? It's so far, it's not like my favorite, but it's like, okay, it's teaching some good things. So we'll see. I'm going to read it. But Intentional Living was my favorite book so far still. I just really think John Maxwell speaks to me. He seems very yellow. I'm yellow, so I really loved it. I loved Happy Money too. I just finished that one. I was talking to Melanie McFarlane today, and she gave me 3 things to read, and I got on Amazon. I put them in my cart already. Altogether, it's $4, $5, $6, $7, $8 for these 3 books. $8, okay? So write these down. Calling Those Things That Are Not. It's a very confusing title. Calling Those Things That Are Not. And then these next 2 I'm really excited about. Quantum Faith, which is a really good book, she said, about how your thoughts matter. Mind frame matters, keeping your thoughts directed the way you want to. And What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. Again, our thoughts. What to say when you talk to yourself. So I'm really excited to read those. I'm like halfway through this book. So I probably don't get one book in a week, but I'm really going to work on that because millionaires read one book a week, according to Trace. So I would ask Alexa, but she's really loud and I don't want to wake the baby up. How to maximize compensation plan pre-diamond. That's basically what I got from that statement, because executive to emerald. Okay, so obviously doing the steps to success. You guys, what was the second book? Quantum Faith. Okay, maximize compensation plan pre-diamond. Steps to success. Consistency is always key. Talk about it every week. I'm going to continue to talk about it every week because it matters. You have to be consistent every single day. I just talked about this with self-development and marketing. It's just all about consistency, okay? So if you are doing your steps to success, that's 3 distributors and 4 customers, teaching your distributors to do the same, you will absolutely maximize the compensation plan because you're absolutely going to be promoting to higher ranks. But we are talking about executive to emerald right now, right? Weekly bonuses. That is 100% going to be your biggest payout, is earning those weekly bonuses. So enrolling distributors. So if you guys are new on here, you might be, maybe you don't know, maybe you've never enrolled a distributor, but whenever you sign up a distributor and help them get at least 2 customers in 150 PBV in their first 30 days, so 150 in personal sales, you are going to get a $100 bonus the following Friday. This bonus is so important because you can only get it during their first 30 days. It's a one-time bonus, one-time deal. You do not let a $100 bonus pass you by. Only 2 customers. Yeah. So usually it takes more than 2 to get to the 150 PBV, but it's at least 2 customers and 150 in sales. We want to go for 4 customers. Okay. Everybody that's signing up new wants to go for 4 so they can earn their shopping spree. So like, I never tell my customers or my new distributors, just get 2 customers. I tell them, get 4 customers. That earns them their $100 shopping spree and you your $100 bonus. Make sense? But that is 100% going to be the biggest payout, okay? You could keep all of your customers and never place them under your new distributors, and you will never make as much just on level bonuses as you will on $100 fast start bonuses, okay? So that's why your weekly bonuses are live. You can, there's like so much about placing high versus building, okay? So if we're talking maximizing your paycheck and not promoting, you would place high. You would keep everybody on your top line because you're going to make the more commission off them. But the fact of the matter is building and promoting to higher ranks makes you more money. So you want to do that. But if I'm being technical with what you asked, it would be keeping them. I don't know what you just said. Hold on. So just what if your DTs don't work when they first start? How can you still earn the bonus? Okay, you guys, sometimes your distributors don't work when they first start. Sometimes they don't, and it happens. So what you can do to maximize your pay, what you can do is enroll customers and place them underneath them, because it hands over enrollership to them, and it's as if they enrolled them, and then you'll get your $100 bonus. Now, people will from here say, well, then I'm not commission qualified. If you enroll 2 distributors, okay, 2 distributors, you get them fast start qualified, that's $200 in your pocket, right? Your auto ship is $105. Okay, that's what wraps and hair, skin, nails is. $105. It makes you more money to place your customers and get fast start bonuses than you save by not running an auto ship. Okay, I always run an auto ship and I always place my customers because I am maximizing the compensation plan every time. Does that make sense? If not, ask questions. This isn't a compensation plan Zoom, but I am green about one thing, and that's that. Right here, follow-ups. Okay, so somebody asked about how I do follow-ups, like what's my notebook look like? I don't carry a notebook because I have 3 kids and they're all over me. And I'm running tomorrow, you guys, we have school Joey has a dinner with like a state representative. I don't know. I was supposed to be here and I'm not going to be. I have to take Braylon to dance. After dance, I have to take Trace to soccer game. After that, we have to come home and get in bed, repeat. Like, my life is crazy, okay? It literally, I'm a soccer mom, like, quite literally. It was always my dream, but it sounds really goofy now. But anyways, I do it all on my phone. My phone is literally the only tool. I'm on it right now. I hardly ever use an iPad, and I never use a computer because I just don't like, I don't like clutter. I like to have simplicity. Okay. So I use an app called Pocket Lists, and I paid for the full version. I think it was $3. So within Pocket Lists, you can actually copy and paste URLs. I'll get to that in 1 second, Sharon. You can copy and paste URLs and into it. So that way, like, I can be like PLC lists. And then I copy and paste the URL, and then I type in the notes what we were talking about, maybe what their name was, whatever. And then you can choose a date to follow up with, and then you can set a reminder as well. And it'll remind you every single time, right? So I use that app. It works good for me because it's all on my phone. That's just what works for me. But I mean, I know you guys have seen Jade's trainings where she loves her calendar. I almost said Marie calendar. I can't even think what it's called. Whatever her calendar is called. She likes that. What is it?
Erin Condren. It's like $60. That's all I remember.
Erin Condren. Whatever. Marie calendar. So it's apple pie. It's good apple pie. Whatever. So yeah, that works for her, and that's what she likes to do. But I won't carry it. And if I don't carry it, then I won't write the names down. If I don't write the names down, I can't follow up. So the app is what works for me. The important thing is that you do have a system, you are consistent with it, and you don't allow yourself to have excuses and not do what you need to do. Okay? Just do what you're supposed to do in whatever way works. Messaging, I just message oldest to newest followers, and whenever I get new followers, I try to interact with stories on their post, whatever, so that way, when I message them, it's not all that random. But at the same time, it's kind of just whatever, if it's all that random, we're just getting to the point here. You know what I mean? The more you overthink it, the more you're going to overcomplicate it. I'm the queen of overcomplicating, but literally just talking to people. That's our goal. It's just to talk to people. So talk to as many people as you can. Yeah. Just don't overthink it. Oh, I got to see what you asked. So having an auto shipment will give you a bigger paycheck. Okay. So, having an auto ship, first of all, allows you to use the products, talk about them, share them, sell them, whatever. But if you run your auto ship and instead place your customers with your new distributors, you're going to make more money on fast start bonuses than you save not running an auto ship, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, you can literally just message me. It's fine. So it's changing the way your money comes and goes, but you'll make more by placing customers. Yes. What was that app called? Pocket List. Pocket, like in your pants, list. I love the app. Works great for me. What is a struggle? So I read this question. I sat here for 5 minutes. I was like, this could be a long list. But so I asked Joey, what is a struggle I've had to overcome? He did not hesitate in answering this, okay? And he said, mind frame. So easy. And I've literally said that to you guys 3 times already with do your self-development. It's essential. Don't take it for granted. You're going to play catch up. Playing catch up sucks. Mind frame, mind frame, mind frame. Okay. So, it's really something, it's the hardest thing to overcome because I can work all day, but if you're working with the expectation to fail, you'll still fail. So you literally have to do whatever you can do to turn your mind frame around. Okay. How do I overcome it? Being consistent with self-development, reading, doing trainings, unfollow people that don't make you feel good about yourself. This is huge for me. If you are following somebody that has promoted faster, is prettier, makes more money, or whatever, unfollow them. Stop looking at them. Stop letting them in your brain. You are doing this for you. Stop letting anybody else run your mind, okay? So unfollow people. talk about your dreams. Again, don't be scared to dream out loud. Don't be scared to say, your girl's going for a free trip this month or whatever, or I'm earning a $10,000 bonus, or can't wait to be earning $500 a month in fast start bonuses. Like, dream out loud. That is the best thing you can do, is dream out loud. Okay. As a brand new distributor making no money, I dreamt out loud, and that is why people came to me, is because they were like, wow, these are great dreams. And it made them dream. Okay. Dream out loud. Don't be scared to do that.
I'm going to piggyback off that one for a second, because that was something that I feel like really helped me be successful in the beginning as well. Like, I didn't really know what to talk about, and like Shannon Knox is my enroller, for those of you guys who don't know, and she was like, just like talk about your dreams. And I was like, okay. And I was like, I'm going to pay my car payment. And then like it happened. And then like, I'm going to move out. And like, I would do this because I'm literally in my apartment, but I'm going to fly to Ohio to see my best friend because of this business. So like things like that. But like, talk about dreams, you guys, like that. I feel like that was the biggest thing that I did in the beginning. And I mean, I'm still do it now, but like, I just spoke those into so much existence that like, that's what got people to join me. And I actually think that's why she joined my team too. So prime example.
I mean, you're right, though. It is the perfect example. It is literally manifesting, which is like that's what we're talking about here. Mind frame, manifesting, praying. It's all the same thing. So literally you manifested it by dreaming it out loud. So I talked about this last week in my Zoom, and I don't have the paper, so I'm going to say it wrong. But people were asking, like, how do you be successful when you don't have a success story? Okay, literally think about this, you guys. If it took a success story to be successful, nobody would ever be successful, because they had no success story. You have to start right where you are and talk about where you're going, okay? Talk about where you're going. I don't care how stupid it sounds. I don't care that you don't have 10 cents in the bank account and you're talking about going on a cruise. Talk about going on a cruise, because then you will manifest it, okay? Mindset, caring what others thought, definitely was very big for me, especially in the very first few months, because I live now in a town that had a page called It Doesn't Work, and literally talks shit on all of us It Works girls. And I live in this town, and it's people I grew up with, and it was terrible. It was terrible, but I saw the quote that said, I used to care what others thought about me until one day I tried to pay my bills with their opinions. And it changed my life, because I was like, praise Jesus, you are absolutely right. Oh my gosh, why the heck would I let anybody dictate my life when they don't know if I can pay my bills? They don't care if I can pay my bills, and they sure as hell aren't going to pay my bills either. Okay. Family and friendship. So this was like, yeah, okay. So friends and family thought it was stupid. Blah, blah, blah. Family joined other businesses, blah, blah, blah. Friends told me I was wasting my life, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. But like I was just saying, at the end of the day, I have to separate it and live my life. That's what you guys have to do. Separate it. Whatever you feel like is an obstacle, stop letting it be an obstacle. You choose your life, okay? I have to do what fills my cup. You guys have to do what fills your cup, what makes you happy. It is not selfish to be happy. It is not selfish to want more. It is not selfish to want to grow your paycheck and grow your rank. It is not wrong to say, I want to make $1 million. That's not wrong. What's wrong is society telling you that you shouldn't dream like that. And you know why they do it? It's because it makes them uncomfortable, because they don't believe that they themselves can do it. Makes them uncomfortable to see you succeed when you're younger, or when you have more kids, or when you have less schooling. That makes them feel weird, so they're going to try and tear you down. Stop living your life for other people's opinions. That's not even living your life. That's literally being a zombie in somebody else's world, because you're not even doing anything for yourself. So never, ever, ever let somebody else's opinions dictate your life and your direction, because you have one life and you need to just freaking live it. Okay. That was all I wrote down. So if you guys have notes, that's not what I'm going to say. If you have questions.
I loved that. I was literally taking so many notes. I'm also in the process of signing a customer. So I was like trying to listen to sorry, like right now at the same time, but yeah, I literally
You did good. You stayed very in tune. You do better than me.
was trying. I was like, she can wait. I have to listen to this. But yeah, you guys, like, if you guys have any questions, this is the person to ask. I know my messages won't go into her requests anymore, so I now blow up her Facebook with questions. So don't be afraid to ask.
It's okay.
Okay.
I'm yellow. I answer everything.
Yes, she is amazing. She is here to help. And okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording.